if you play with a slightly different defensive pattern that doesn't necessarily give Mike these opportunities to capitalize on your habits, or if you just put a new wrinkle in your mix-up that you hadn't yet, I think that makes a difference between resetting this bracket and seeing Mike come out again. Now, if the bracket resets, all bets are on.
Yeah, and these two have gone back and forth. It's not like this is a free dub for Mike SAFTIG just because they're sitting in the winner's side of this bracket and they'd won earlier. It's been a slog between the two. So I'm hoping to see some parity between the two.
Already seeing Octo open with just supreme patience. Just really confident blocks.
Early burst. I like the call. Anything for the round.
Especially if you think the game as slow as it currently is.
Oh, massive anti-air. The burst is gone too. A lot in TSB's favor, and he gets him. Gets him. Yeah. Dominant round. But can you repeat?
And that's what I mean, where it's just like a slight change in defensive patterns and just a willingness to just block it out. Go for the jabs when the punch is all you can really get.
Good damage here. Gonna take him through the wall. Tough spot to be in, but you do have the damage to run this back if you're TSB. Needs to find the hit. Gonna get counter hit. Unfortunate. That's the round. Not the game.
Finally cracks, but
what?
Oh, just but where you've got one more round. Mike hasn't been. It's ultimately been at a pace that like Mike is setting, but Octo, when he's comfortable in it, is able to weather this storm pretty well. But this was a high-risk starter, so that was probably a good burst.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, doesn't get anything. Drops it. Unfortunate there for Mike. I think that's supposed to be a JC into JD, but does not get anything going. Will have the corner for a little while longer. Through the wall, we will go in just a moment. And TSB is on the back foot after such a great round one. Rounds 2 and 3 have not followed suit.
Doesn't capitalize as much as they could.
Ooh. Doubles up on the overhead. Nice throw.
Yeah, goes for the burst save. Even though burst isn't a factor.
Okay, hold on. They have gold RC. Oh. Or gold burst, I mean. Well, that's game one going over to Mike. The opponent's connection is going to need to be checked real quick. Not sure what happened there.
Mike adapts slightly to the amount that Octo is willing to block. There was like
they're still playing.
Oh, are they?
Pull up an OCTOPIMP stream. Pull up an OCTOPIMP stream. It's still on his game right now. Mike SAFTIG has him in the corner. Gonna be a burst early on from Octo, trying to work his way through this mid-screen game. Goes for the far slash, does not work. There's the grab from Mike SAFTIG. Whiffs a grab of his own on the Oki. Can't do anything with it. You can just see OCTOPIMP trying to mash out, trying to keep these buttons flowing to keep Mike SAFTIG to the outside. Gets with the close slash counter hit, massive stuff. Yep, go ahead.
I was gonna say, meanwhile, I'm not a subscriber to OCTOPIMP, so I'm watching an ad.
Oh, fair enough.
Go nuts.
Nice use of the Viper. Does get himself in, but it's gonna be the DP at that moment that he can finally press. Takes him off, and oh boy, this is a good start for Mike right now.
Okay.
Octo having a lot of trouble.
We're seeing Mike opt to go for throws a little bit more. The adaptation to a more patient style from Octo. Really want to see Octo block this out. He's doing such a great job, and he's just blocking. And he's been eating a number of counter hits. All right, here we are. Sorry, it's got to be like this, but you didn't want to watch us talk the whole time. Oh, and that's going to be... Oh, gosh, no.
Close.
Okay, I think that's it for the set.
No, that's just 2-0. We got one more game to give.
Okay.
Super, super tough here for Octo. Trying their best to pull this one through. But it's so tough to cut down Soul. No matter what character you're playing, it's just never all that favorable. The swings are being had. Jump in with the heavy slash. Not going to work out. The 2K.
Yeah.
Some away.
Counter hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, takes some safe pressure.
Are you watching? Because we have it up on the VMix now.
Mm-hmm.
Catches him out of the air. That's big. Trying to work him down. The 5K not going to connect. Slide head. Oh, nice counter hit. Calls him out for charging in. You can't make that choice. You need to be a little bit less reckless if you're Mike SAFTIG on those block slide heads from mid-screen. We've seen it all day from TSB. They've been getting away with a lot of it, but the burst is spent. And we're going to see the window pane walk him down.
And just slides right under.
That's how you deal with it. The moment that you notice the Potemkin go for a button, you just go at him like that. Tries to get him with the body splash.
Very powerful position. Okay, Octo gets the round.
Solid stuff.
My roast is ruined. Octo's stream chat was popping off, being like, "You should have played with the Dolphin Potemkin mod," because we would have been seeing that.
Yeah, that would have been pretty funny. Oh,
all right, here we go.
In.
Yeah, gets the wall break.
Not bad, not bad. Might be able to find this game. TSB in a strong position right now. They just need one good catch. Got him. No, doesn't have him.
No,
Button's able to retract in time.
That button recovers very quickly.
No doubt about it, but this is pressure. RRC, use the cancel on it so that way he doesn't tap him for that little bit less damage, doesn't have to deal with the extra paration. Still looking for a way in, goes for the air grab, can't quite reach him, but Mike will drop to the Mega Fist, and TSB gets a game on the board.
Such a good double jump from Mike, recognizing that he was put in a situation with the anti-air grab. We've seen, like, you can see it on Octo's face right now. There is a frustration. He understands that there's a lot on the line and that he just doesn't have the read. But
churn the butter.
Sometimes angry pot is dangerous pot.
A man with no regard for human life, Potemkin. TSB looking to get it done. Taps over the 2K, ends up with a grab. That's a little bit of a misinput.
All right,
it's not out yet.
Still got burst on Octo's side.
Little shuffle in front of him. Couldn't get the shimmy going with the DP. Stunner's worth of damage, but he's not actually going to bring him out yet. One more touch.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is going to hit.
Baited the DP. Okay. Has burst. Oh, he doesn't spend and he gets grabbed.
Oh, my God.
Great stuff from Mike SAFTIG. TSB put onto that final round. Their potential tournament life right here in Game 4. Can't get him out of the air. Good use of the Bandit Bringer.
Uh-oh.
Stream lost just for a moment. Good use of the slash. Gets with the heavy slash, but not enough. An anti-air. Knocks him down. Can't challenge. And well, this has been a struggle for TSB this entire time.
This has been really difficult, and I think we're starting to see Mike SAFTIG smell a little bit of blood. There's a lot of overcommitment on TSB's part. Like, he knows his back is absolutely against the wall, and he's just trying to get anything happening. And Mike, on the other hand, has zero stake in this game. He can lose the next 4 before he's got to be worried.
Oh! Heavenly Potemkin Buster. This should seal?
Oh my God. Get those mods out of here.
Nice. Oh! Wait! Oh, he won! The Butt Slam won! He steamed those hams brilliantly and will go to a final round here in Game 4. TSB not out of it yet. Caught by the far slash, or the 6S. And it's tough to deal with. That's such great damage. There's such little risk here against Potemkin. Not done yet.
Here, this is what I like to see. Blocking it out, blocking it out.
Burst. Okay. That's nice. Does have bar.
All right.
Bruda. What are we going for?
Oh,
no burst, no
you're
burst.
dead.
This
You're
should be dead.
dead.
He gets him.
Oh,
He gets
2-2,
him. And we
2-2,
push to a game
2-2.
5. Yep. Jacob 2-2.
Gosh,
Every single time.
not the grand finals I wanted. There's no Anji in it, but it is the grand finals I needed. So
It's
thank
great.
you, Mike Saftig and TSB.
Ooh, caught counter hit.
Big.
Not going to spend the burst, though. It was mid-screen. He's only going to eat like 20% for it. That's okay. Gotta burst there. Gotta burst there. No choice.
Gosh, you can see it all over his face. That pop buster was not what they wanted. Is this
Tough.
stress going to break them down?
It's going to break the wall.
So hard not to just give up in this situation. You're at such a life deficit.
Oh, there's the throw. Game time.
Okay. Garuda didn't dash forward.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Down he goes for round 1. Burst is almost back, but burst was never spent by Mike Saftig. But here, there it is. Does spend it there. Gets the blue burst out. Will be able to build it up by the time round 3 comes around, if we even get there. Huge
boy.
opening from Mike. He's going to be able to get the Tyrant Rave. It's not going to be the game quite yet, but it almost is.
Don't give up yet, TSB.
Just block on that 2K. Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say you gotta block it out. You're doing great when you're focused on defense.
Ooh, big DP. Great call out.
Yeah,
RC?
has to make that safe. Goes for kind of a wild gambit.
No, the 5K.
That's
It's
it.
in. It's over. TSB will drop. Mike Saftig cuts down
Look at the mustache on that boy.
mustache.
All right, well,
But Mike Saftig stops the history of the player from loser's side taking the tournament, and they start a new trend as they go back to back. They go back to back.
we are just living in the Mike Saftig dynasty now.
A little bit.
So, this has been a great event, but somebody has to dethrone that man.
Someday. Mike, just too good today. I'm sure we'll have someone that comes in soon enough to challenge them, but it just won't happen today. They're so solid on the on the Soul Bad Guy, and there's so many other characters that they do a great job with. I mean, we saw their Milia last week. We saw the Potemkin last week. We've seen them dig into the pockets, but it doesn't matter. You've got Soul Bad Guy, and that's more than enough to get it done.
Absolutely. And, I mean, obviously, well done. Great job. That was very, very close to a reset to Octo. It's so hard. It's so hard to fight a friend. It's so hard to fight a friend when all of a sudden every habit that you formed is working against you. And I hope we see Octo again next week, because you can't be satisfied with second place. You can't let your brother Mike have a dynasty.
Yeah, take him down. Put his head in the ground.
Yeah, egads, you must ruin his roast next time.
Maybe we'll see it next time.
That's everything we got for you. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Shout outs to the improvisation right at the end there. We had to pull some strings, but we made it work. Thank you, Octo, for streaming that. And I hope to see all of you next week.
That we all do. It's been fun having you here.